Hello everybody, welcome back onto the Caps On podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the preseason game recap of the Bengals versus Eagles. First of all, I wanted to say this game was really good, really close game. Knowing that what I saw was Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase absolutely connecting. Joe Burrow went 9 for 10 with 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase had 4 receptions for 77 yards and a touchdown, average 19 yards per catch. The quarterback outplayed him. I know he had more, passes, but I do feel like he completely outplayed him. We have Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee is the Eagles' backup quarterback. He went 20 for 25, 252 yards, and 2 touchdowns. This kid absolutely balled out tonight, and I'm so happy to see him play because even at the end of the season, he was still balling out against the Cowboys, and it's looking like he's the real QB2. Not only that, we saw Will Shipley, have some explosive plays. He had 7 carries and 48 yards, averaging 6.9 yards per carry. And not only that, we have a sleeper wide receiver on our hands. This kid named Darius Cooper had 6 receptions, 82 yards, and a touchdown, averaging 13.7 yards per catch. So Tanner McKee was really locked in with Johnny Wilson on the deep ball. A lot of fade balls for Johnny Wilson. He is 6'6", so he can go up and get those. He had 3 catches for 73 yards, 24 yards per catch. And then not only that, in the beginning of the game, we saw Wahad Dotson catch 2 perfect slants. He had 27 yards with 2 receptions. He also had a great game, averaging 13.5 yards per catch. And not only that, we got to see the Eagles rookies go at it today, with Ty Robinson getting a sack in his debut as an Eagle and also making some great tackles in the process. But we saw Jahad Campbell get a bunch of tackles today. He got a bunch of assists, but he also had a bunch of tackles. He almost had a pick in his Eagles debut, but he dropped it. And not only that, I feel like this backup Eagles defense played great against the Bengals. I feel like they played great. I feel like the secondary on the defense played great. The rookies are really proving themselves, and I feel like Tanner McKee is going to give Jalen Hurts a run for his money. Obviously, Keely Rigo had to go up against Jamar Chase in the beginning of the game, and he got absolutely burnt. He looked terrible out there. That's the reason why we got Jacoby Bennett. And we also saw Patrick Johnson getting a sack and then getting an interception. Great things for Patrick Johnson. Now let me get to the Bengals side. Joe Burrow had 123 yards, 2 touchdowns, and most of those yards went to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase played great today, even with a couple of minutes. I feel like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are going to have a great connection this year. Jake Browning went 6 for 14 with 62 yards and an interception. Honestly, today, the Bengals defense looks terrible. The starters got to play against the secondary on the Eagles offense, and the Eagles offense absolutely destroyed the Bengals starting defense. This is going to be a problem with the Bengals. The Bengals offense is going to have to put up 41 points a game to even come close to winning a football game. Obviously, they had 2 sacks. They had a bunch of tackles. Jordan Battle played amazing. But I do feel like this defense is going to need a lot more pieces for them to even be halfway decent. And we did get to see Stewart out there, the Bengals rookie first-round pick. He had a tackle, and he also played a pretty decent game. And also for the Bengals, we got to see Desmond Ridder go out there and make some couple of throws. He went 7 for 16 with 91 yards and a touchdown. So it's good to see him out there. And the final score to this game was 34-27, Eagles taking the dub. That was my recap on the Eagles versus Bengals. Make sure to stay tuned for the Colts versus Ravens and also the Seattle Seahawks versus the Raiders. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube, and also follow my TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.